So this crew has been at it for several minutes now. We were filming another boat coming in and decided to come back over to these guys. For whatever reason, they can't get it off the trailer. I'm not 100% sure what's going on because I missed them backing down. But I can tell you one thing, whatever they're doing right now is definitely not working as they continue to try and pull this thing off. But welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today we are down here visiting 79th Street. So it looks like they had the line attached to the tower, and it looks like we're going to move it to the rear cleat, hoping that maybe that'll fix whatever their problem is, but I doubt it. So he's tossing the line back up. And yeah, that's not going to do anything, guys. Doesn't really look like the boat is floating. I don't know if they don't have it deep enough or if they've got lines still attached somewhere. Maybe it is floating because I'm seeing it move now. So the other guy's heading up to the bow as our guy on the dock continues to pull. But I can tell you one thing, they've been doing this for probably 4 or 5 minutes already. So our guy's at the bow, maybe he's missing with the bow winch, maybe it's not off. And the guy who's pulling takes a break for a moment while they try and work it out. So he's pushing the boat back over. They're still trying to bump it off. How long would you do this for? Before you did one of two things. Either pull the boat out to make sure something's not wrong, or two, back the boat in deeper so you know it's floating and coming off the trailer. And they're just sitting there. He's pulling on it on the front. I don't know what to think of this, guys. I mean, at a certain point you realize something's wrong and you're going to have to do something a little different than what you're doing. So back into the boat we go. And he's going to move the line again. You can kind of tell with the way he's doing this, he's definitely getting a little frustrated now. So the guy on the dock's telling him something, like, hey, bro, you need to go do this. And back to the tower we go, which is where we started, and now they're going to try from there again. So our guy's stepping up onto the dock this time. Our guy in the blue shirt's trying to tell him something. Alright, so he's holding the line. I'm assuming our guy is going to the truck. So one of two things is about to happen. They're either going to pull it out and take a look, or they're going to back it deeper and hope it floats. And we go with the deeper method. And she swings right off. They just didn't have it deep enough. But they took some time trying to figure that one out. We're at about 9 minutes. So this is our crew from earlier coming back in. This is the crew that struggled to get it off the trailer that we saw earlier in the day. So obviously you can tell where the sun's at. This is several hours later. Let's see if they have the same struggles getting this one back in they had getting it out. So Cat makes his approach toward the dock. And pretty sure he's going to miss on this first attempt. So he's going to turn it back to try and bring the bow back around. and decides to back out. Gotta be careful, there's a boat behind him, and he's narrowly gonna miss that. As he comes around to try this one more time, he kind of backed out hot on that one. So back into gear, heading forward one more time. Coming in toward the dock a little hot this time. He's going to have to brake check it up. Man, they are moving as he's heading toward the dock. And because of that, they're going to miss again. He was just coming in way too hot trying to swing it around. When I saw it, I'm like, man, there's no way they're making it on that approach. Now he's going to come back in with the same initial approach that he tried with and missed the first time. So we're going to have to back out as they're going to miss again. And so far, the return in is going about as well as I expected it to after watching the launch. So Cap kicks it around this time. There we go. Going to come in with a heavy bow first approach this time. And one of his guys leaning over the bow. Probably not the best plan to put your body between the boat and the dock like that. But he's going to anyway. He grabs the dock, but Cap's in reverse. Got to let go. And now they're heading back toward the boat behind him. He's going to get the kickoff. And on top of all this, they're going to get their dock snaked from him as the guy who is sitting up here is now backing his boat down. Now, when they first started attempting this, there was nobody in line there to go ahead and back it down. But during this whole process of trying to get on the dock, a boat shows up and starts backing down on them. And it's a pretty big boat, so I don't know what they're going to do. They're struggling to hold this one on. We've got somebody on the bow, somebody on the stern just sitting there waiting to keep them off the boat behind them. And somebody backing in on him now as well. What a mess. So finally the crew's getting it turned around. And getting it pulled over to the dock. And there we go, off with a line. But I'm curious what's going to happen here with the boat in front of them now, because they're going to have to pull this all the way back to the end. And even then, I'm not sure if there's going to be enough dock space for them to get off. So our guy's pulling it back. And it looks like they should be good to roll, I guess, at this point. But here comes the guy from the other boat. Down the dock. And he's telling them to back it up. So now we've got a standoff here. As our guy, basically, who's backing his boat down, is like, yeah, I'm not moving, bro. Move it over to another dock is basically what he's telling them. And this crew needs to decide what they're going to do. It took a little long getting on the dock, but let me know in the comments, who's in the right or wrong here? I mean, this crew was definitely going after this dock before there was anybody here. Would you move? I'm not 100% sure I would at this point in time as well. I was already on this, but I didn't catch exactly when they started backing down the dock either on this approach. But this crew in the boat in front of them definitely doesn't appear to be backing down. They're just starting to unload people and their stuff. And the guy's pointing to another dock. Are they going to move? I mean, they're definitely discussing it. Cap's back at the helm. And they're letting go of the dock. They're moving. Unbelievable. Wow. Once again, not sure that's something I would have done, but I guess one way to avoid confrontation at the dock. But now they get to do this all over again. But thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.